Okay, now go. Take 5.
On Voltron, at least things explode. On He-Man, at least people are casting spells, swinging their swords and cutting each other, right? Cutting, not each other, but things, right? You're interacting with your weapons. But G.I. Joe, they're just normal humans, shooting bullets everywhere, and nobody ever died. I'm not doing the original G.I. Joe. I don't know if they've redone it. Is that what you wanted?
Yep.
But it's still going.
Sean.
Oh, I just thought maybe there was a point.
Yeah.
Well, you missed the beginning of the conversation.
No, it's awesome. I'm kidding.
But Sean, you gotta remember. Okay, the original Transformers. I watched every episode and I owned like every toy. Okay, these guys are like veterans of thousands of years of fighting, and nobody ever died. They're like shooting at each other and they're like missing by a mile. It's like, how do they do that?
It's because they're the same veterans from the start of the war.
Yeah. Faulty programming, I wonder?
It's the same thing with the battle droids in Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's like all this sweet technology of auto-targeting. Can't hit nothing.
Can't hit the broadside of a barn. Can't hit the broadside of a Gungan barn.
You know, I remember on Beast Wars,
That's right.
on Beast Wars people would get hit.
Yeah.
They'd even maybe like get an arm knocked off or something, and they'd take a few hits and be like, oh, if I take one more hit, I'm gonna die, and then they'd run off. But yeah, no one actually died.
Yeah, Beast Wars the game.
Well, all I can say is there definitely needs to be more gore and death in children's cartoons.
Yeah.
Apparently that's where this conversation is going.
Robotech. Dude, people died left and right in that. It was awesome.
It started
Except
out,
for the Psycho anime.
Well, let's look at Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! The cartoon with my son. The one where he like goes back in time to the Egyptian thing. I'm sure somebody out there knows exactly what I'm talking about. And they're like capturing the souls, the evil essences of these people, and these are the monsters. It's just like, it's horrible. It's like, and my son, who's 9 years old, is watching this going, yeah! I'm like,
So do you think that's because it's like from a different country, or have standards
I think
slid?
the standards have slid down, personally.
Okay.
You know, I mean, the old days, you know, Wile E. Coyote never actually killed the Roadrunner, even though Acme basically gave him everything they had in their warehouse.
Well, but he was violent enough. He took plenty of damage.
Yeah, and he fell off cliffs, and he
Yeah, I think death would have been preferable.
The bad guy. Okay, so still the basic idea of Yu-Gi-Oh! Was you make a monster that doesn't actually exist, so you're not killing it, right? You're just zapping it back to its card or whatever.
Right.
I can't remember what show I was going to go to.
And all the putties.
Sorry.
Blank.
Oh, Samurai Jack. Samurai Jack. Samurai with a sword, right? So you've got to be killing things, and he does kill things, but every single thing is a robot. Oh, it was a robot, so they can show it blow up.
Right.
They did the same thing on the original Ninja Turtles. They ended up finding out that what they were fighting were robots, so it was okay to destroy them.
Or what about Stormtroopers?
That's interesting. What other shows are like that, where they make it that it's a non-human enemy, and so it's okay?
Stupid Scooby-Doo.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, don't badmouth Scooby-Doo.
I can't.
The original
Scooby-Doo is
made
awesome.
no sense. It was awesome. It was a fun cartoon for what it was, but it made no sense why they would continually put themselves into that type of position.
And how...
Yeah, Scooby-Doo's not very realistic.
I mean, who wouldn't believe a talking dog?
That was my main objection to Scooby-Doo.
But like Stormtroopers.
But it's like, listen, it's young Brig in like a beret, you know, art critic.
It's realistic if you picture Shaggy stoned. Hey, Scooby, you can talk?
Is he the only one that can hear?
Why don't we just give these snacks to dogs? These are delicious.
Why do you think they call them Scooby Snacks?
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
He was the only one that ever
Josh just now gets the
No, it's like, that would
nice
make total sense.
old
It's like,
Josh.
oh, that would make for a good spin-off cartoon. This is
The Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers. Anybody remember that one?
No.
Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers. If you don't know, you probably don't want to know.
Did you ever watch...
I want to know.
All right. Right now on our YouTube channel, 50 12-year-olds are looking up whatever show we just saw. And their parents are like, where did you even hear about this? Blue Table Painting told me, Mom.
Remember, Blue Table Painting tells you to turn Save Search off.
No. No.
Did you ever watch?
What were you saying?
Did you ever watch Beetleborgs or whatever that show was?
No.
Where it was a it was a comic store, and they went to a haunted house, and there was like a ghost, and it was basically a bad spin-off of Power Rangers. Okay. It was awful. That was another one of those.
Kind of like what was that one? Oh, it was like Knights or something.
Knights, yeah. Oh no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Jimmy actually had a toy of that, my son.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, he had one of their toys, and I'm like, what the heck is this? It's a Power Ranger. He's like, no, it's a da-da-da-da. I'm like, it's a Power Ranger.
Because it had like a 9-word title.
Yeah, it was like this big.
What was it? Samurai Pizza Cats?
What?
Yeah.
Now you're just making
There
stuff
was a
up.
cartoon called Samurai Pizza
There
Cats.
was?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm dead serious.
Brigham's mind.
That's right.
Look it up.
Special edition.
After young Brigham was licking the paint residue off the walls, he's like, hello, Samurai Cats.
I think that we're missing something though, because Ninja Turtles is still around.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
What? No.
Yeah.
No.
You didn't just say that.
I am convinced that kid shows need to stay as kid shows, because if you go back and watch any of the shows we have just talked about, you'll just cover your eyes and go,
Ugh, it was so bad.
it's...
You know how much innuendo was in the original Ninja Turtles? It just went over your head.
Yeah, I went back and watched Xanadu and realized how awful it was. And at age, 13, I thought that was a genius movie.
Or even
I'm like, the acting, the special effects is so amazing.
Yeah. Or even you look at like the original Looney Tunes. That was a racist cartoon.
Oh, for sure.
They were seriously racist people.
Yeah. Wait. Animaniacs too. Animaniacs,
I remember that
Tons of
show.
sex jokes.
What?
Animaniacs, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially
Oh, I get it, like Porky Pig.
No. Like
What?
It was just innuendos. The
Yeah,
wheel
like
of
the-
morality.
Oh, okay.
Turn.
The cranky
Tell us a
little
lesson
squirrel
we should
lady.
learn.
the cranky
Oh,
little
okay.
squirrel lady was always doing sexual jokes. But,
What?
But
Cranky old squirrel lady. What Looney Tunes did you see?
I'm talking about Animaniacs.
Oh, Animaniacs.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I never watched. That was after my time.
Did you ever...
Well, Brig, you're like 10 years younger than me, so that's a thing.
Well, I'm just I said it. Never mind. I'm just laughing. I'm allowed to laugh.
And that's why I think it's still funny.
Oh yeah.
What's still funny?
Why Looney Tunes is still funny. They sat down with the creators one time. They're like, so why do you justify all this like violence and you know innuendos for a kids cartoon? They're like, it's not for kids. This is an adults show. It's like, I think that's why it's still funny.
It's timeless classics.
It's like that and Tom and Jerry, where it's just like you don't watch it for the plot and there's no talking. So
My
it's
kids
just-
love Tom and Jerry.
There was
It's
a
just
lot
'cause
of
it's just
nudity in Tom
violent.
and Jerry.
Yeah.
I think maybe 1 or 2 episodes, and Jerry was wearing clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even then, it was role playing.
What's
like,
the real
Jerry's dressed up
message?
as a pirate.
Okay, I think this has gone hill. I'm shutting this down. So, I came down here to show you some great, modeling work or what was going on. So, really, I just have to apologize. Because, really, there's not much going on. James is making a steam tank.
Many pieces.
There you go. That's a nice kit.
I'm making a stank.
Josh is making a giant inroad into this banana.
that's
That's going to be part of a Looney Tunes sketch later.
Ren's banana.
we're gonna do reenactments from Tom and Jerry. All right, and some Tomb Kings.
Yep.
By the way, if you ever do Tomb Kings, you have to do the Casket of Souls on a beveled base. That's the only way to fly.